So let's give this a shot and see if it works. So I need to toss these 4 in there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tossing my iron ingot, and then I got Thaumium. Hello and welcome to another episode of Regrowth Reloaded. Okay, we're out here by our alveary, and as you can see, we have tons and tons of flowers absolutely everywhere outside here. And the reason for this is I decided I wanted to try and do a little bit of tree breeding using forestry. So to do that, you have to create what is known as this chest, a treealizer, and then you scan regular Minecraft saplings, the 6 saplings in there, and that turns them into forestry saplings. And once you plant those, they actually the bees will actually make flowers, for one thing, and then secondly, they will also pollinate these other trees. And you'll see spots on here. Let me see if we can find one here. Like, see this branch here? How it's got these 2 other leaves on it and it doesn't match in with that. And if we look at it here, it says pollinated with silver birch. So, supposedly, if we put on these spectacles that I made, it will help us to see these better. I don't really see much of it. Oh, you can kind of see here. Are those pollinated differently? They might be, or it might be the biome. Yeah, there's a couple of patches here and there. What is these? Pollinated with jungle. That one up there says pollinated with jungle as well. Yeah, they do kind of work. So, anyway, so the spectacles. Let's just take a quick look at those. Are these ones here, and they're just 2 panes of glass and a bronze ingot to make the spectacles. The next thing that we need here is what's known as a grafter. Now there are a couple of different ones. I created the Man of Steel version of it, but let's just take a look at that grafter. This is your regular grafter, and that is 2 sticks and a piece of bronze. Proven grafters you can only get from trading with villagers. Thaumium grafters, well, we don't have any Thaumium and we haven't opened that up. So the Man of Steel is the same thing. It's just Man of Steel with 2 sticks. And the difference is this will, the durability is covered by the mana ring that I have on. So it's going to keep it from, so we have more durability in it. So anyways, the grafter is used like this. You find one of these here, and then you use it on there, and it will drop a sapling. So we have a silver birch sapling. And then if we come into our treealizer and take a quick look at that, we open that up. This also uses honey in there, and it works the same as the beealizer. You put your tree in there. So this is a silver birch red spruce. It's a 1x1 tree. It's average. Height is average. It's really nothing fascinating about this one at all. But that's a cross between the birch, which is called silver birch in there, and the spruce, which is called red spruce for some reason. What I've been wanting to get actually is the silver lime. In normal forestry, you can without the extra trees add on it, you would just have your bees, and then you would have an apple oak tree, which is what these are called, and a silver birch, and then eventually the silver birch would get these here. See, this one's with dark oak though, acacia, dark oak. And then when you harvest them with the grafter, you would get the silver lime. But it doesn't seem to want to do that with this particular setup. So we're just getting these type. But there's another way that I'm going to try here. I have modified my alveary here, and we put in what's called a sieve. And let me just show you the recipe for that real quick. And that is 1 alveary block with 3 woven silk and 3 iron ingots makes a sieve. And then in your sieve, you put in another woven silk, and then you can catch pollen. So we want to use the apple oak pollen. Now the problem is, once you use your pollen, it breaks that silk wisp. So you got to make sure that you really want to do that before you pull anything out. I got a couple extra. I'll go ahead and put another one in there. So supposedly, if I were to take this apple oak pollen and combine it with this, now it says pollinated with apple oak, and then if we take that, what do we get here? Apple oak sapling, dark oak, jungle. I'm not seeing a silver lime sapling. So I'm not certain exactly what it is I need to do with these. I'm going to keep playing with them on my own. It is not a big deal. I was just something I wanted to try. It is not a quest or anything in our quest book. But if you want to play around with tree breeding, you can do that. Just make yourself a grafter and a treealizer, put your trees through it and set them up, and then let your bees do the work for you. All right, so let me get this cleaned up, and I'm going to meet you over in our Thaumcraft area. All right, so we're over here in our Thaumcraft area, and one of the things I want to do today is I made an armor stand, and I put our goggles of revealing on there. Let's go ahead and pull those off of there. And I also want to take my Terra Steel helmet and take it off of here. Let's come over here. No. Let's see if we can do it in here. If we combine the goggles of revealing with our Terra Steel helmet, now we got our Terra Steel helmet of revealing. So the goggles are built in, and it'll do the same thing that the goggles do for us. However, I do want to have a separate set of goggles of revealing for our complete Thaumaturge outfit, which is what we are going to work on today. So if we come in here, let me go ahead and grab my Thaumonomicon out, and we open it up, and I think it was under, is it under basic? That's node tapping, flux, and I did go and do a lot of research between episodes just so you wouldn't have to sit through all that. And I opened up all these things: node in a jar, node preserver, master node tapping, deconstruction table, research expertise, so on and so forth. A whole bunch of stuff in here. I opened up our wand foci, the basic wands and stuff like that. It's under alchemy. What is this? One thing we're going to be working on today. If it's not in there, artifice. There's the god. Oh, here it is. We have enchanted fabric, which I did. Alright, by combining spider silk and wool and infusing it with the primal V, you have created a silky length of magical cloth that would have numerous uses. You've also discovered patterns to create cloth robes from the magical fabric. These robes have similar protective properties to leather armor, but are much more durable than mundane materials could ever be. They also hold mystical enchantments very well and can hold powerful magics much better than even expensive armor. So, we're going to be making enchanted fabric, and that's done in the arcane workbench with 4 string and a piece of wool. It's also going to require 1 air, 1 terra, 1 ignis, 1 aqua, 1 ordo, and 1 perdidio. Now I've already made 18 of them, which I have in here, but we're going to need a total of 19. So we come in here, I've already got all that set up. The only thing that I am missing is my wand, which I have already charged up by using it when I was having it in my inventory while I was AFKing at the mob farm. So there we go, and right now it's using 1.1. Let me see if we can knock that down a little bit. If I swap these out real quick, will it give me any bit of a discount? 1.05, because we get the 5% discount for the goggles of revealing. So we're going to go ahead and take that, and we're going to make our enchanted fabric. Alright, let's come back into our Thaumium. And let's actually, let's see. There was a quest, I believe, for this here. And this, yeah, this wants us to make the robes. So let me go ahead and read this real quick. Sometimes your armor just makes you feel a little itchy or just outright chafes a bit. V-infused robes might be a bit more comfortable and will even enhance your ability to channel V through the wand, though they'll afford a little in way of protection. So we need to make a Thaumaturgus robe, Thaumaturgus leggings, and Thaumaturgus boots. And we're going to get 3 uncommon treasures for that. Now, in the Thaumium, if you come back in here, the various pieces of this outfit grant a small discount to the amount of the V drain from casting wands when you use them. You can dye the armor like you would leather armor. So it's made the same, but it has to be done in an arcane workbench, and like the robes are going to be with 5 air in that pattern. The pants are 5 aqua in that pattern, and the boots are 3 terra in that pattern there. So let's just go ahead and use these. My wand is still in here. We still have plenty of that in there. So let's go ahead and start off with our robes. And it's going to be 5.25 because we're at 105% right now. So we got that. Now if we were to come in here and actually put these on, these give us an additional 2% discount. So now if we come in here and make the pants 5.15, because now we're at 103%. So let's go ahead and do that. Swap out our pants there. So now let's do it for the boots, and we are at a 101% discount. So it's 3.03, and we got our boots. Let's go ahead and swap these out. And we should be now, if we look at this, we have a 100% average V cost. So we've gotten rid of the 10% penalty that we had on there, and this is what our full outfit looks like right there. Have a look at it. So it's not too bad, but yeah, it's not really good for actual armor usage. But let's go ahead and take a look in our quest book here. We've got that, and we're going to get our reward of 3 uncommon treasures. Let's go ahead and claim that. And let's take a look at them real quick while we're at it. Let me go ahead and move our quest book here. We can open all 3 of them. So we got some potions, some more coins, an apprentice ring of aqua, and this gives us a 1% discount on aqua. Emerald, golden leggings are not even, they need to be repaired, and a splash potion of nausea. Let's go ahead and scan this stuff real quick. Got that. Okay, that's nothing. That gives us nothing. Alright, so we got a few more things in there. Alright. swap this back around. Alright, so let's take a look in our quest book. The next thing I want to do is this one here, greater capacity. The way the iron cap wooden wand impacts nodes is concerning, since great wood seems more attuned to V. It seems like it would be a prime candidate for making it a better wand. Your research also indicates that gold is also much better at channeling V than iron is, too. So maybe you'll be able to avoid stripping a node of an aspect with it. In order to not drain nodes of any aspects, along with having at least a gold cap greatwood wand, you'll also need to have the research node preserver, which I did. So it wants us to make a gold banded greatwood wand. So we'll have to come back into our Thauminomicon, and that was under Thaumaturgy. So we need the basic wand craft, and let's just, I'm not going to read through all this. So this is how to make our basic wand. Okay. And then it wants us to greatwood wand core. Carved from the greatwood logs, this rod has double the V storage potential of mundane wood, being able to store up to 50 V of each type. So it's going to take 2 greatwood logs and 3 per DTO in the arcane workbench to make that piece. So let's go ahead and do that. I've got some greatwood here. Also going to go ahead and grab my gold ingots. And we're going to do this, and that will give us our greatwood wand core, and it uses 3 per DTO. And we got that. Alright, back to the Thauminomicon. And then we want the gold wand caps. Gold is far superior focusing agent than iron, and wands capped with this material take no penalty used when to channel V. So we need to make 2 gold wand caps, and each of those are going to use 3 Ordo, 3 Ignis, and 3 Air, and they are gold nuggets. So we've got our gold ingots. Let's go ahead and turn these into nuggets real quick, and then we'll go ahead and make our wand caps like that. 3, 3, and 3. There's one of them. And there's the other one. Alright. And then the last part. Let's see, is there anything in here about making the gold capped wand? I think these are just the different wand cores. So it should be the same thing. Let's just go ahead and put this in here. Our 2 wand caps there and there. And it's going to use 9 of each of the aspects. So let's go ahead and do that. And there we go. We now have a gold banded greatwood wand. So let's check our quest book. And that's at 100%. That's going to give us 2 aura nodes. We have no idea what they are. And 2 uncommon treasures. So let's go ahead and claim our reward. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at this. Let me get this stuff out of the way. And what did we get? 2 ender pearls, some more coins it looks like. Alright, that's not bad. Alright. Let me clean up my inventory real quick, and I'll be right back with you. Alright, so the next thing we want to do is also here in our quest book. We want to do magic plus metal equals question mark. You've had luck infusing iron with mana to create mana steel previously, so you wonder if a similar feat can be performed with the precontatio aspect in the crucible. Some research may be required. Making things in the crucible requires dropping in the items which contain the aspects necessary. Then once all the aspects are in, drop in the catalyst item to transform it into the product. So this wants us to make 5 Thaumium ingots. So let's take a look in here on our Thauminomicon. And that is under alchemy, I believe. I don't want the glass file. Where is it? There we go. So magical metallurgy. Metals have proven to be quite easy to manipulate via thaumaturgical principles. Your first experiments have led to discovery of thaumium. Thaumium is the result of infusing base metals with raw magical energy. The result is a metal harder than iron with the ability to accept enchantments beyond that which of iron is normally capable of. A metal such as this has many applications in the crafting of more advanced thaumaturgical devices. It can also be used to craft tools, arms, and armor in a crafting table using the normal recipes. So, 1 thaumium ingot is 4 precantatio with an iron ingot as catalyst. And then we just come in here, and this shows the recipes for making tools and armor using thaumium. Now, I did a bit of research, and I'm trying to find something that has nothing but precantatio in it, and no luck. So, what we're going to do is I'm going to be using one that a lot of people say that they use, and that is to use 4 moss stone and 1 thaumium ingot. And I'm going to need my wand here that is charged up, has some charge on it, I think. So, the moss stone, unfortunately, if we just look at this real quick, you can see that it has the precantatio. It has 1 that we need. We need 4, so that's why we need 4 of them. But it also has herba and terra in it. So we've got extra stuff that we're not going to be using. So we have to get rid of it. And that was the point behind me putting these nooks on here, to prevent this from creating flux from the stuff that we're not going to use. So let's give this a shot and see if it works. So I need to toss these 4 in there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Toss in my iron ingot, and then I got thaumium. Now you can see it's still got 4 herba and 4 terra in here. So let's just go ahead and shift right click the wand to clear that out. And we got no flux. That worked. So I've got to make a total of 5 of these for this particular quest. So let's just go ahead and do this. Now some people might throw the whole batch in here. Let's go ahead and try it and see what it does. Hopefully we don't make too big of a mess. Go ahead and toss that in there. We got that. So now you can see we got 16 of each of those. And let's just get rid of it. There we go. Nice and clean way to make thaumium without making a mess all over the place. So we have our 5 thaumium. Let's get our quest book out. Take a look. That's at 100%. Let's go ahead and claim our reward. We get 5 more thaumium ingots and a thaumium tool rod. Alright, let's go ahead and put that over here then. Alright. So, let's go ahead and take a look now. I want to do the next one here, which is not in this chapter. So, let's go back out to chapter 9, the life of the world. And we're going to come down here, and you see we got 3 new ones here, but these 2 are open, this one's not. So we're going to come down to shimmer leaf seeds. And let me open that back up again. Shimmer leaf seeds. A thaumaturgic flower, you've managed to research a way to create seeds for these rare flowers. All flowers required untilled garden soil. Oh, so I gotta plant these on untilled garden soil. But in order to do this, we don't have a recipe for it, so we're going to have to look in the Thaumonomicon. And that is in Thaumonomicon, not in there. We are under the, let's see, these are under the Alchemy tab, okay. And there we are. Thaumic flowers. Small, delicate flowers coveted by thaumaturgists once could be found all over the world. Now you think you found a means to recreate them. So, cinder pearl seeds and shimmer leaf seeds. So, let's start here. We looked at the cinder pearl or the shimmer leaf one. So let's go ahead and do that one first. And that one is 4 herba, 2 permutatio, and 2 precantatio with a quicksilver. So 4, 2, and 2. So if we take a look in here, I figured this one out, and it's actually a clean recipe. So barley seeds has 1 herba and 1 permutato on it. This has Vishroom spores has 1 herba and 1 precantatio. So we have the 2 herba from these two plus 2 herba. That gives us our 4. That gives us our 2 permutatio and 2 precantatio, and then our silver. So a clean recipe for this are 2 barley seeds, 2 Vishroom spores, and quicksilver. So let's go ahead and try this out real quick and make sure that this is working for me. Let's go ahead and move this stuff out of the way. So 1, 2, 1, 2, that, and we got our shimmer leaf seeds, and as you can see, there's nothing left over. Alright, so let's do the cinder pearls. Back in here, that was this one here. So cinder pearls are the same thing: 4 herba, 2 ignis, and 2 precantatio with an amber. 4, 2, 2 again. So mystical red flowers, or any of the mystical flower seeds, will give you 1 herba and 1 precantatio. Allium or any of the regular flower seeds will give you your herba. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 herba, 2 precantatio there. And was that everything that we needed? 4 herba. Let me look at that again. 4 herba, 2 ignis, and 2 precantatio. What was I getting ignis from? Okay, I figured it out. I was missing some blaze powder. So let's go ahead and take a look at that real quick. So we got we have our herba and our precantatio there. We have more herba there, so that gives us our 1, 2, 3, 4 herba, 2 precantatio, and then these are 1 ignis each, so that gives us our 2 ignis. So this should be a clean recipe as well. So we have our 2 mystical flowers, 2 allium seeds, 2 blaze powder, and our amber gives us our cinder pearl seeds with nothing left over in the vat. So let's go ahead and take a look at the quest book. Got our shimmer leaf seeds. Let's go ahead and claim our reward on that. We got our cinder pearl seeds as well. And let's go ahead and claim our reward on that. Alright, and that opened up taint root seeds. We can take a look at that one. Producing materials associated with the dangers of taint in a safe manner is an appealing thought. You seem to have found a way to do so by corrupting a crossbreed between cinder pearl and shimmerleaf by using the tainted soil you've encountered in the nether. So we need to do taint root seeds, and these are a crossbreed between the cinder pearls and shimmerleaf on tainted soil. So that is something I will have to do between episodes. We do have the tainted soil. We picked up some in the nether while we were out and about, so we do have it available to us. Alright, well that's it for this episode. In the next episode we'll probably do a little bit more Thaumcraft. Maybe we'll delve a little bit more into witchery and maybe pick up a few more things here and there. We've got so many more things left to do in this mod pack that, you know, we just need to have the time to do it all in. So until next time, this is Desert Rat. Have a good one. Goodbye.